Namaste and welcome to Hindi with Bindu Udayan, where you will be getting English explanation to your Hindi lessons. Our today's topic is about the condition of public transportation in India. We all know that buses are the most common and convenient mode of transportation. But unfortunately, most of the buses plying on Indian roads are not in a very good condition. This is because once the buses become old, they are not maintained properly. This poor and pitiable condition of buses cause a lot of discomfort and inconvenience to the commuters. Here is a lesson from class 8th, Bus Ki Yatra, where the writer describes his personal experience. Bus Ki Yatra is a satire based on the poor condition of transport system in India. Bus Ki Yatra, written by Harishankar Parsai. Here is the third lesson from class 8th, Bus Ki Yatra, written by Harishankar Parsai. Let's know about Harishankar Parsai. हिंदी के मूर्धन्य व्यंग्यकार हरिशंकर परसाई का जन्म 22 अगस्त 1924 को मध्य प्रदेश में होशंगाबाद के जमानी में हुआ. हरिशंकर परसाई, a noted satirist and humorist of modern Hindi literature, was born in Jamani village in होशंगाबाद district, मध्य प्रदेश. परसाई जी ने अपनी लेखनी के दम पर व्यंग्य को एक विधा के तौर पर मान्यता दिलाई. परसाई जी had revolutionized the art of satire writing in Hindi. उन्होंने अपने व्यंग्य लेखन से समाज के गंभीर सवालों को बहुत सहजता से उठाया. He is known for his simple and direct style. He raised questions on various aspects of the society in a satirical way through his writings. उनके कई व्यंग्य, निबंध संग्रह, उपन्यास और संस्मरण प्रकाशित हुए, जिनमें प्रमुख हैं many of his satires, essays, novels and memoirs were published, of which the noted ones are पगडंडियों का जमाना, सदाचार का तावीज, वैष्णव की फिसलन, विकलांग श्रद्धा का दौर, प्रेमचंद के फटे जूते, ऐसा भी सोचा जाता है, etc. व्यंग्य लेखन से हिंदी साहित्य को समृद्ध बनाने और उनके बहुमूल्य योगदान के लिए उन्हें 1982 में साहित्य अकादमी पुरस्कार से सम्मानित किया गया. He won साहित्य अकादमी अवार्ड in 1982 for his satire विकलांग श्रद्धा का दौर. परसाई जी ने 10 अगस्त 1995 को इस दुनिया को अलविदा कहा. परसाई died on 15th August 1995 in जबलपुर. पाठ बस की यात्रा में लेखक हरिशंकर परसाई जी ने परिवहन निगम के बसों की दुर्व्यवस्था और उसके कारण यात्रियों को होने वाली कठिनाइयों का व्यंग्यात्मक चित्रण किया है. इन द लेसन बस की यात्रा, द राइटर हरिशंकर परसाई mocks the pitiful plight of the buses run by Parivahan Nigam, the Road Transport Corporation or the government buses, and further goes on to describe the difficulties faced by the passengers boarding these buses. He gives an ironical picture of this state of affairs related to the buses. वे बताते हैं कि अपनी एक बस यात्रा के दौरान उन्हें किस तरह की परेशानियों का सामना करना पड़ा. In this lesson, he describes the torments he had to undergo when once he boarded such a bus. पाठ में इस वास्तविकता पर प्रकाश डाला गया है कि किस प्रकार परिवहन निगम बसों की सही देखभाल नहीं करती, चाहे वो कितनी ही पुरानी और घिसी पिटी ही क्यों न हो, जिसके परिणाम स्वरूप साधारण जनता को यातायात संबंधी कई कठिनाइयों का सामना करना पड़ता है. In the lesson, the writer enlightens the readers on the pitiful state of the buses run by the state. These buses are not repaired or renovated, however old they are or however worn out their state is. As a result, the passengers face innumerable issues while traveling in such buses. According to the lesson, the incident took place in Madhya Pradesh. Take a note of these three districts in Madhya Pradesh, Panna, Satna and Jabalpur, as they are mentioned in the lesson. So let's start the journey. बस की यात्रा। हम 5 मित्रों ने तय किया कि शाम 4 बजे की बस से चलें। We, 5 friends, decided to travel by the bus at 4 in the evening. पन्ना से इसी कंपनी की बस सतना के लिए घंटे भर बाद मिलती है, जो जबलपुर की ट्रेन मिला देती है। A bus of this very same company leaves for Satna from Panna after 1 hour, which would enable us to catch the train to Jabalpur. So writer and his friends are going to Panna by this bus, from where they have to board another bus to Satna. From Satna, they have to catch the train to Jabalpur. सुबह घर पहुंच जाएंगे। We would reach home by morning. हम में से 2 को सुबह काम पर हाजिर होना था, इसलिए वापसी का यही रास्ता अपनाना जरूरी था। 2 of us had to be at our work in the morning, and hence this was the only option. लोगों ने सलाह दी कि समझदार आदमी इस शाम वाली बस से सफर नहीं करते। People advised us against going in this bus. And when we asked, क्या रास्ते में डाकू मिलते हैं? Why? Were there dacoits in the way? नहीं, बस डाकिन है। The answer was no. The bus itself is a dacoit. बस को देखा तो श्रद्धा उमड़ पड़ी। When I saw the bus, I was filled with respect for it. खूब वयोवृद्ध थी। It was too old a bus. सदियों के अनुभव के निशान लिए हुए थी। The bus showed the sign of centuries, years of experience. लोग इसलिए इससे सफर नहीं करना चाहते कि वृद्धावस्था में इसे कष्ट होगा। People were reluctant to travel in this bus for the fear of giving it pain and discomfort in its old age. ये बस पूजा के योग्य थी। This bus deserved to be worshipped. उस पर सवार कैसे हुआ जा सकता है? How could anyone board such a bus? बस कंपनी के एक हिस्सेदार भी उसी बस से जा रहे थे। हिस्सेदार is the shareholder, a person who had partnership in owning the bus. So one of the persons who owned the bus was also traveling in it. हमने उनसे पूछा, ये बस चलती भी है? We asked him, does the bus really move? वो बोले, चलती क्यों नहीं है जी? अब भी चलेगी। He replied, why will the bus not move? It will start in a while. हमने कहा, वही तो हम देखना चाहते हैं, अपने आप चलती है ये। We said, that's what we want to see. Does it move by itself? हाँ जी, और कैसे चलेगी? Yes. And how else will it move? गजब हो गया, ऐसी बस अपने आप चलती है। Wonderful. Such a bus, and it will move by itself. हम आगा पीछा करने लगे। We were hesitating, fearing to board the bus. Each one of us waited for the other to get inside it first. डॉक्टर मित्र ने कहा, my friend who was a doctor, he said, डरो मत, चलो, बस अनुभवी है। Don't be scared, it is experienced. नई नवेली बसों से ज्यादा विश्वसनीय है। It's more dependable than the newly inexperienced ones. हमें बेटों की तरह प्यार से गोद में लेकर चलेगी। It will carry us lovingly in its lap as if we were its sons. हम बैठ गए। Finally, we sat inside it. जो छोड़ने आए थे, वे इस तरह देख रहे थे जैसे अंतिम विदा दे रहे हैं। The people who had come to see us off were looking, in fact, staring at us as if they were sending us on our last journey. उनकी आंखें कह रही थीं, आना जाना तो लगा ही रहता है। Their eyes said, it is the rule of life that coming and going goes on eternally. आया है सो जाएगा, राजा रंग फकीर. Once we have come, we have to go too, whoever it may be, king, pauper or saint, everyone. आदमी को कूच करने के लिए एक निमित्त चाहिए. There is always a reason, a cause for one to leave this world. इंजन सचमुच स्टार्ट हो गया. The engine actually got started. ऐसा जैसे सारी बस ही इंजन है और हम इंजन के भीतर बैठे हैं. We felt as if the whole bus itself was the engine and we were sitting inside the engine. कांच बहुत कम बचे थे. The glass of the window of the bus was sparse. जो बचे थे उनसे हमें बचना था. And we had to keep ourselves safe from whatever little glass was left. हम फौरन खिड़की से दूर सरक गए. We immediately moved away from the window. इंजन चल रहा था. हमें लग रहा था कि हमारी सीट के नीचे इंजन है. The engine was running, making us feel as if it was fixed beneath our seat. Further, in the lesson, the author is mentioning two of the freedom struggle movements organized by Gandhiji. The first one is Asahayog Andolan, that is the non-cooperation movement that started in 1920. It was an unsuccessful attempt to induce the British government of India to grant Swaraj. The second one is Savinay Avagya Andolan, that is the civil disobedience movement that started in 1930, which became a symbol of people's defiance of the government. Author mentions these two moments to show the pitiable condition of the bus in this lesson. बस सचमुच चल पड़ी. फाइनली द बस स्टार्टेड और हमें लगा कि यह गांधी जी के असहयोग और सविनय अवज्ञा आंदोलनों के वक्त अवश्य जवान रही होगी. And we felt that this bus would definitely have been young during the days of Gandhiji's Asahayog, that is non-cooperation movement, and Savinay Avagya Andolan, that is civil disobedience movement. उसे ट्रेनिंग मिल चुकी थी. इट सीम्ड टू हैव बीन ट्रेन्ड फॉर दिस. हर हिस्सा दूसरे से असहयोग कर रहा था बिकॉज एवरी पार्ट ऑफ द बस वॉज इन नॉन कॉपरेशन विद द अदर पार्ट. पूरी बस सविनय अवज्ञा आंदोलन के दौर से गुजर रही थी. द होल बस वॉज पासिंग थ्रू अ पीरियड ऑफ सिविल डिसोबीडियंस. सीट का बॉडी से असहयोग चल रहा था. द सीट वॉज नॉट इन कॉपरेशन विद द बॉडी. कभी लगता सीट बॉडी को छोड़कर आगे निकल गई है. Sometimes it seemed as if the seat was moving forward, dashing forward, leaving the body behind. और कभी लगता कि सीट को छोड़कर बॉडी आगे भागी जा रही है. And sometimes as if the body was running forward, leaving the seat behind. 8-10 मील चलने पर सारे भेदभाव मिट गए. After traveling for 8 to 10 miles, there seemed to be no distinction, no difference at all. ये समझ में नहीं आता था कि सीट पर हम बैठे हैं या सीट हम पर बैठी है. We were not even able to understand if we were sitting on the seat of the bus or the seat was on top of us. एकाएक बस रुक गई. All of a sudden, the bus stopped. मालूम हुआ कि पेट्रोल की टंकी में छेद हो गया है. It seemed a hole had developed on the petrol tank. ड्राइवर ने बाल्टी में पेट्रोल निकालकर उसे बगल में रखा और नली डालकर इंजन में भेजने लगा. At this, the driver drained the petrol from the tank into a bucket beside him and started sending or filling it into the engine using a tube. अब मैं उम्मीद कर रहा था कि थोड़ी देर बाद बस कंपनी के हिस्सेदार इंजन को निकालकर गोद में रख लेंगे और उसे नली से पेट्रोल पिलाएंगे, जैसे माँ बच्चे के मुंह में दूध की शीशी लगाती है. At this, now I expected the partner of the bus to soon take the engine on his lap and fill it with petrol using the tube as if a mother was feeding her child with a milk bottle. बस की रफ्तार अब 15-20 मील हो गई थी. The speed of the bus was 15 to 20 kilometer per hour now. मुझे उसके किसी हिस्से पर भरोसा नहीं था. I had lost trust in any of its parts. ब्रेक फेल हो सकता है, स्टीयरिंग टूट सकता है, the brake could fail, the steering could break, anything could happen. प्रकृति के दृश्य बहुत लुभावने थे. And I tried to distract myself looking outside. The nature looked very pleasant around us. दोनों तरफ हरे भरे पेड़ थे जिन पर पक्षी बैठे थे. On both the sides were green trees with birds on them. मैं हर पेड़ को अपना दुश्मन समझ रहा था. I considered every one of the trees as my enemy. जो भी पेड़ आता डर लगता कि इससे बस टकरा जाएगी. As we neared any tree, I felt as if the bus would hit it. वो निकल जाता तो दूसरे पेड़ का इंतजार करता. When one tree passes, I would wait for the next one. झील दिखती तो सोचता कि इसने बस गोता लगा जाएगी. When any stream is seen, I felt as if the bus would dip in it. एकाएक बस फिर रुकी. Suddenly, the bus stopped again. ड्राइवर ने तरह तरह की तरकीबें की पर वो चली नहीं. The driver sorted to different ways, but the bus would not move. सविनय अवज्ञा आंदोलन शुरू हो गया था. It had started civil disobedience again. कंपनी के हिस्सेदार कह रहे थे, बस तो फर्स्ट क्लास है जी, ये तो इत्तेफाक की बात है. And the partner, the owner, was telling, the bus is in first class condition. This is just a coincidence. क्षीण चांदनी में वृक्षों की छाया के नीचे वह बस बड़ी दयनीय लग रही थी. Standing beneath the shadow of the trees in the dim moonlight, the bus looked very pathetic. लगता जैसे कोई वृद्धा थक कर बैठ गई हो. It looked as if an old woman was sitting exhausted. हमें ग्लानि हो रही थी कि बेचारी पर लद कर हम चले आ रहे हैं. We were distressed, thinking that we were loaded on her. अगर इसका प्राणांत हो गया तो इस बियाबान में हमें इसकी अंत्येष्टि करनी पड़ेगी. If it passed away, we will have to do her funeral rites, her last rituals in this forest itself. हिस्सेदार साहब ने इंजन खोला और कुछ सुधारा. The partner of the bus opened the engine and did some repair work. बस आगे चली and the bus started moving. उसकी चाल और कम हो गई थी. But the speed of the bus was even more reduced. It was lesser than earlier. धीरे धीरे वृद्धा की आंखों की ज्योति जाने लगी. Gradually, the light dimmed from the eyes of the old woman, which means the headlights were gone. चांदनी में रास्ता टटोल कर वह रेंग रही थी. Searching its way in the vague moonlight, it was slithering through the path. आगे या पीछे से कोई गाड़ी आती दिखती तो वह एकदम किनारे खड़ी हो जाती और कहती, when some other vehicle approaches from back or front, it would move aside as if telling them, निकल जाओ बेटी, अपनी तो वो उम्र ही नहीं रही. Move on dear, my age is not anymore for such things. एक पुलिया के ऊपर पहुंचे ही थे कि एक टायर फिस करके बैठ गया. We had just ascended a bridge that one of its tires ruptured with a fizz sound. वह बहुत जोर से हिलकर थम गई. It vibrated violently and came to a standstill. अगर स्पीड में होती तो उछलकर नाले में गिर जाती. Had it been running fast, it would have bound into the canal, the stream. मैंने उस कंपनी के हिस्सेदार की तरफ पहली बार श्रद्धा भाव से देखा. For the first time, I looked at the partner of the bus with great respect. वह टायरों की हालत जानते हैं, फिर भी जान हथेली पर लेकर इसी बस से सफर कर रहे हैं. He very well knew the condition of the tires of the bus, and still he dared to travel by it, putting his life at stake. उत्सर्ग की ऐसी भावना दुर्लभ है. Such a sense of sacrifice, such example of dedication was not seen frequently. सोचा इस आदमी के साहस और बलिदान भावना का सही उपयोग नहीं हो रहा है. I felt that the bravery and the sacrifice shown by this person was not given proper recognition. इसे तो किसी क्रांतिकारी आंदोलन का नेता होना चाहिए. He should have been the leader of some revolutionary movement. अगर बस नाले में गिर पड़ती और हम सब मर जाते तो देवता बाहें पसारे उसका इंतजार कर दे. If the bus had fallen into the stream and had we all died, then we could have found God to have been waiting for his arrival, stretching out his arms for this person. कहते God would say, वह महान आदमी आ रहा है जिसने एक टायर के लिए प्राण दे दिए. Here comes the great person who gave away his life for one tire. मर गया पर टायर नहीं बदला. He died but did not bother to change the tire. दूसरा घिसा टायर लगाकर बस फिर चली. After changing the tire with another worn out one, the bus resumed its journey. अब हमने वक्त पर पन्ना पहुंचने की उम्मीद छोड़ दी थी. We had given up the hope to reach Panna at time. पन्ना कभी भी पहुंचने की उम्मीद छोड़ दी थी. In fact, we had given up the hope to reach Panna ever after. पन्ना क्या, कहीं भी कभी भी पहुंचने की उम्मीद छोड़ दी थी. Forget about Panna. We did not have any hope to reach anywhere at any time. लगता था जिंदगी इसी बस में गुजारनी है और इससे सीधे उस लोक को प्रयाण कर जाना है. It felt as if the rest of our life would be spent in this bus and we would have to travel to the other world directly from here. इस पृथ्वी पर उसकी कोई मंजिल नहीं है. The bus seemed to have no destination in this earth. हमारी बेताबी तनाव खत्म हो गए. Our restlessness and anxiety ceased. हम बड़े इत्मीनान से घर की तरह बैठ गए. We rested, sat, relaxing as if we were at our home. चिंता जाती रही. Our worries left us. हंसी मजाक चालू हो गया. And we got engaged in jokes and light talks. इस प्रकार अपने व्यक्तिगत यात्रा अनुभव का बखान करते हुए परसाई जी ने परिवहन निगम के बसों की दुरवस्था पर तीखा व्यंग किया है. Thus, the author has sharply satirized the mismanagement of the buses of the Transport Corporation while describing his personal travel experience. समसामयिक विषयों पर लिखी गई उनकी रचनाओं ने पाठकों को सोचने और विचारने पर बाध्य किया है. अपनी लेखनी द्वारा परसाई जी का उद्देश्य समाज में व्याप्त विसंगतियों पर प्रकाश डालना और व्यवस्था में सुधार लाना है. Through his writings, the writer persuades the readers to contemplate on the contemporary issues in the society and to think of the means to uplift the society by getting rid of the menaces prevalent in the society. Buses are the predominant and convenient form of public transport used by common man. But the buses running in most parts of the country are in a pitiable condition. The buses owned by the government are found in an ill-managed state. Once a bus becomes old, it is not maintained properly. Most of the buses are overcrowded and not cleaned. The old buses plying on long routes are seldom on time. Sometimes the engine goes out of order and sometimes the tire gets burst. Thus, passengers are stranded on the way. Buses with broken seats, windshields and windows are common, and such vehicles have been pressed into service unmindful of their condition. It becomes difficult to travel in such buses. There is no doubt that existing public transport system should be improved. Let's revise. लेखक और उनके मित्रों को कहाँ जाना था? Where did the author and his friends had to go? उनमें से कितने लोगों को सुबह काम पर जाना था? How many of them had to go to work in the morning? पाठ में गांधी जी के किन आंदोलनों का उल्लेख किया गया है? Which movements of Gandhi ji are mentioned in the text? ड्राइवर ने पेट्रोल किस में निकाल कर रखा? What did the driver take out the petrol in? लेखक किसे अपना दुश्मन समझ रहा था? Who did the writer think as his enemy? कहाँ पहुंचते ही टायर फिस करके बैठ गया? Where did the tire get punctured? लेखक ने किसकी तरफ श्रद्धा भाव से देखा? Whom did the writer look at respectfully? So that was Bus Ki Yatra by Harishankar Parsai, a satiric way of highlighting the necessity of proper maintenance of public transport for the use of people. Hope you have understood the lesson and the idea behind this lesson. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you again in the next video with a new lesson.